this is the Lieutenant Governor of Kentucky, Ms. Coleman.
Hello. Hello.
This class is the computer science. There's the pathway we have are computer programming,
Okay.
network admin, web design, and information support and services.
Okay.
And the computer programming pathway has a few classes, such as AP Computer Science Principles, Cybersecurity, or Web Design, Computational Thinking, which is Advanced Programming, and certs of that are Java, JavaScript, Python, and AP CSP, which can have college credit.
Okay. Okay.
So like we talked about how the pathways might contribute to the new battery plant. Just do like for example computer programming.
The computer programming programs machines and robots. And you can manufacture robots too.
Okay.
You want to do all of them?
If you want.
Network admin and network security runs internal networks and maintains security connectivity. Web design designs intranet sites and multimedia publishing. And then information support and services addresses daily hardware/software issues and install updates.
Okay. So is this your seating?
Yeah.
I love it.
All of these kids though are
Okay.
taking care of them while you.
So they're coming in. He is our immediate
Yeah.
arts,
Okay.
which is right next door.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they do a lot of reporting and things like what
Yeah.
they're doing here, and then
Yeah.
it's tied to the computer science.
Yeah. I love that's comfortable. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good to see you all. So which one are you in now?
I'm in main class. I still with the guy just the wire feed.
Okay.
And
How far along are you in study? All right.
this will be my third year.
Okay.
I'll be graduating about the end of this term, but not this one. This year I'll be graduating with all my certifications that I need. Have a good paying job at Alltech.
There you go.
Take the Alltech opportunity here.
Yeah.
Mr. Baxter's a great teacher. He's fun. He's really good. He's get along well.
Yeah. Which one is he? Is he in here?
One with the glasses talking to us.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well, that's great. Okay. Hello. Good. How are you? Thank you for letting us kind of crash the party in here. I appreciate it. Yeah. This is amazing.
Yeah, we do a lot of, right, we do a lot of outside projects.
How far along are you?
I'm actually a senior. I'm going to graduate with a triple major, all three engineering pathways. Yeah.
So what are those?
We have mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and then electrical engineering.
You could go in any direction you want at this point. So what do you know what you're going to do?
Probably mechanical engineering or some kind of design engineering.
Okay. So what's the next step?
Going to college. I'm going to be either I'm going to some college.
Some college, okay. That'll work out for you, no matter what. Okay, that's great. And do you want to pursue, you said you want to pursue mechanical, is that right? Why that?
I've just always liked designing and making stuff.
Okay.
I've also been in Vex robotics competition for the past 8 years.
Those are awesome. That is, what you all do is so cool. I mean, it really is. It really is. That's a really cool competition. So are they working on one in particular?
Yeah.
I think they're building robots.
Yeah. You know what you're doing?
Like I just got this class with you.
I see.
to shoot.
So what our design is we're supposed to put those desks in here, and like these motors are going to turn the wheels, and it's going to like shoot out to go into those baskets over there.
Okay.
And then,
So, where are you in the process? Like how much?
so right now I'm just trying to get it to where the gears make it go up and down, so I can like kind of get the degree I need.
Do you mind to share how many days you've been in this class?
Well, I've been here since trimester 1, so
Okay.
probably over 100. I don't know.
Okay. Some of these students are just starting trimester 2.
Okay.
And so, how many of you, this is your first trimester here? So, it's a new starting point.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, what you guys do is amazing. Okay, so they're trying to shoot these frisbees? Is this it?
Mr. Nagel, he can tell you, he's our vex.
Okay,
Hey,
hi.
Jason Nagel.
Good to
Nice
see you,
meet
Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. So this year's game, they try to pick up those discs and put them into the high goals. And
Okay.
It's a timed match where 2 robots compete against 2 robots.
Oh
And there's an autonomous section at the beginning where they do autonomously programmed robots and get a bonus.
So I know there's a VEX robotics competition, and so is that the goal of the competition this year, and you're working up to it?
It is. This
Okay.
is the game. This is kind of like
Okay.
our problem. We kind of attack it like an engineering problem. And
Yeah.
apply the design process to us, define the problem, and then generate concepts and build them, test and prototype. So we're kind of in the middle of the testing prototype stages.
Yeah. Okay. So when is the competition's in spring?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. I think generally about third week of April was the world competition. It's in Dallas now. Previously, 3 years ago, for 4 years running, it was in Louisville.
Okay.
So we did really good when it was in Louisville. It was just right up
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
We had a lot of
Really.
teams
That'd be a
qualify
good
for
trip
that.
though for these students. Well, very neat. Yeah. It's amazing. I was actually asking, what are they doing?
It's kind of to accomplish the game, and then
Yeah.
there's a lot of strategy built into it because 2 robots have to work together, and then so they have to coordinate with each other, and then they compete against other robots as well. And then there's a time competition where they attempt to score as many as they can on their own.
So in addition to all of the math and science and physics and engineering, there's also collaboration.
There is a whole lot,
I love
and
it.
they can complete an engineering notebook, and they compete for like design and excellence awards where how well they apply the design process,
Yeah.
and the teamwork.
Yeah.
There's a lot of soft skills built into it. But,
Yeah.
the biggest trouble for me usually ends up being team concept and resolution.
Yeah.
And then time management, and getting the deadlines,
Right.
applying a Gantt chart, applying a calendar,
All those real world.
project management.
Yeah.
And so you got different roles of team members. So it's a very intertwined competition. It's a year-long project too. It's not just like
Right.
So
Right.
they spend a lot of time working on it, applying that
amazing.
design process.
Amazing. Well, good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hope you make it to Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're looking forward
yeah.
to it.
Yeah. So good to meet you. Thank you so much. You still have a lot to see. I know, right? Only half of them.
Go down, let's take a look at the automotive shop real quick. I know, obviously Ford, I'm going to show you our automotive plant. I know we're not building cars down there or anything like that, but a lot of kids in the industry are going into it. So Swope has been a big part of it in Hardin County. So
Okay.
we'll show you what we do down here.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. All right.
Take it down that way.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline.
I'm Michael.
Nice to meet you, Michael. Yeah. Good to see you, Tom. Yeah. Okay, so tell me what y'all are doing.
We're doing a multi-point inspection.
Okay.
We're checking the fluids, filters, and stuff like that.
Okay. So why did you choose this automotive as a pathway?
Because I grew up working on cars, and I
Okay.
just love working on cars.
Okay. So how far along are you in this process?
This is my second year in here. Second or third.
All right. So what do you want to do when you get out?
Work at a shop and eventually open my own.
Okay. Yeah. So you need some business
Yes.
experience too. Okay. So the 3-point inspection and this whole team is working together on this. Is that what they're doing the same thing?
Yeah, they're doing the same thing over there.
Okay. Pretty cool. So what do you like most about automotive?
Just being able to do something I love.
Is that in your family? You
Yes.
have okay, so you've kind of grown up around
Yeah.
there. Okay, fantastic. And you're from here?
Yes.
Born and raised here? Okay. So do you ever get Ford in the SKO hole? Any thought once it gets built? It's gonna be a
I
pretty
thought
big deal.
about it. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much for telling me about
Thank
it.
you.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty neat.
So back that way would be our culinary. So they're connected straight to the kitchen and cafeteria.
So we have 5 different pathways in health science. We have pharmacy, we have EKG, we have nursing, we have medical office, and then full body. Okay. And so each individual, you can have a work-ready certification. And so I'm in my 3rd year of nursing, and so I just recently took my state test, and so I am now a state registered nurse assistant. So yes, so it has been
My adopted daughter is gonna, we're going to her pinning in a couple weeks. She's gonna finish nursing school, so that's a great profession.
Typically, we think about oral medication, liquid when we're younger, right?
Hey, Ms. Hall, do you have a student that could kind of explain what's going on today in your class?
Sure. Justice, you got this? You got this. We're actually new material today, so we just.
New material today?
Carissa, you tell them. I picked you. You're taking this class.
Okay,
No,
so
we're actually, this is actually medical math class.
yeah, so with Ms. Hall, I took the nursing class, the assistant nursing, and so we did hours of clinicals, class time, lecture, and this class was very informational. We got to work hands-on at the bedside with the mannequins and really got to take charge in learning what we're doing, and clinicals was an experience. You know, I didn't really know kind of what to expect, but Ms. Hall did an absolute outstanding job of getting us prepared and everything, and so I was really nervous about the state test, but we just took our certification test about 3 weeks ago, and so I got my results back in last week, and so like I said, I'm now a state registered nurse assistant.
Amazing.
So yeah, only a junior, I'm only 16 years old, so it's an amazing opportunity that we have here, and then I'm also in the early college program. So yeah, it's kind of
Ms.
a
Hall,
whole lot.
my daughter is gonna graduate from nursing school in 2 weeks.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, we're excited about her pinning and yeah, she's very excited. Yeah, she's gonna be RN.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I bet she's finally feeling like some relief too. She's 2 weeks out.
She is, it's like the lull where she's done with school, but she knows the NCLEX is coming, right? So it's kind of, but she's studying for that, so, but it's, I couldn't be more happy that she picked such a great profession. So, yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was telling her that we could hire 6,000 nurses tomorrow in the city of Kentucky and break even.
Yes.
So we're gonna need all these folks.
Sure they have.
Yeah. Right.
If you'll just blow through that lab right there and just kind of so we can see it, and
Okay.
then we'll all go back
Right.
out.
Thank you.
into the
Thank
hallway
you.
if you want. Just kind of show what they're doing in there.
With pharmacy, they are actually taking a test right now. So on Mondays and Fridays are their kind of like in-class days. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're out at an actual pharmacy. Some of them are co-oping, some of them are just doing regular clinical hours. And then in February, they're going to get certified for pharmacy technician. And then phlebotomy is also in here, that's our morning group. They do kind of the same thing, except we do stick each other. And then usually in the afternoons, we have EKG tech here as well.
What a great experience to go out in the field 3 days a week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, we won't disrupt your test. I'm so sorry. First of all, thank you all so much for giving me a tour today. I really appreciate that. And I have to tell you that one of the things that I'm so grateful for is that you all are getting this kind of an experience during your school day, right? I mean, that's pretty impressive. I obviously didn't get that. And even when I was still in the classroom, that wasn't something that was really the norm yet. And so to hear your experience and what I like is, and I know this is chaotic for all of the adults in the building, but what I like is each of you have a different experience, right? It seems like it's kind of catered to your schedule and what you need and what you're looking for in those next steps. But I'm always looking for how we can make this better. And so, I don't know if you know this or not, I was a teacher before I became lieutenant governor. I was basketball, actually coached in several games in Hardin County, and was an assistant principal. And so I always want to think a little bit more critically about how we can push even more and get even more done. And so what are some ways that you see, maybe, like for instance, maybe there are some barriers that exist that you think if we could get rid of this, then it would make this better? Does anything come to mind off the top of your head? Think of scheduling, think of bills, buses, you know, opportunities for being in the field, obviously for college.
I would say more for like middle schoolers, kind of giving them more of an opportunity to see what high school all entails. Because I was somebody who heard about the early college program through family members rather than like teachers, and like really it being brought onto us in that like level, because you got to prepare yourself starting freshman year, taking the correct classes that you need in order to get yourself prepared in order to be accepted into the academy and everything. Right. So I think the biggest thing is kind of educating the younger ones more so on what is actually going on here, because there's so many opportunities here and there's so many different things for each and every single person to experience that it's not just about one section, you know, there's many, many opportunities. So I think one thing we can work better on is educating the younger ones and really showing them what goes on and, you know, what all is for them set up. So
yeah, that's a great point, because this is a relatively new, I mean, not new, but this is a recent endeavor that I think a lot of districts have taken on. And so just really trying to make sure that our students that are walking in the door have these opportunities has been big. So I think you're right. I think making sure now that we are making folks aware and communicating those opportunities earlier will help students be better prepared. I like that. Yeah.
I think we could like instill this opportunity like at home high schools, you know, like a way to like get them there, because sometimes people don't want to come from their home high schools and come here and get disconnected. Because what I found that coming from Central and getting my associates, I like don't really talk to my friends back at Central. Like I love the community I've built here, but it's like I've lost that connection, you know? Right. Like, and I love that EC3 is like its own little community. Yeah. I love that, but like, you know, like more connectiveness, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So like outreach.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that would be very hard to kind of come through with the same group of people in a way, and then everybody kind of pick their own little niche and go their different directions. I can see how that would be a little different anyway.
And to add on that, I think it's really important that we build trust between like the home high schools and this program, because I think there's kind of a disconnect between the two, and it's kind of hard for like people that don't know what's going on here to like understand the concept of what we're trying to do.
You don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah.
I would say that too. I would say if you're a teacher and say you're teaching English, for example, and you are not aware of what actually goes on in this building, that would leave you a little disconnected from even how you could tie what you do in your classroom to what your students are working on here, which there's a connection to it all. So let me ask you this. I'm not from Hardin County. I'm not from E-Town. So I'm very interested to hear your thoughts, just as students that are growing up here right now, about what you think about the Ford and SK Oval project that's going on. Because I know, just to give you a little background, Glendale is bigger than the town I grew up in. So the city of Bergen, you guys ever heard of Bergen? Okay. It's not far from here, but it's tiny. There's like 1,000 people in a four-way stop, and that's it, and I'm not kidding. So I know the twin battery plants are going to employ 5 times the number of people that were in my hometown growing up. So like it's huge. And obviously I have the vantage point of being lieutenant governor, but also thinking about economic development and jobs and all these things. What do you think in your everyday life? What's going through your head? What do you see?
I'll start. I think coming to EC3, I didn't really know what to expect because I've come here since freshman year, but I was only here those little period of a time during one trimester. So I was really nervous about coming here all day long. Like Chad was saying, it's a new experience, new people, you know, having to make connections. But the one thing I can say is it was very welcoming, and my experience here has been the best. Like, I thank God every day that I made the decision to come here, because it has just, I have built so many new connections, and you can really see the care that people have for you as far as teachers, and you know, even someone who may seem minor to others, our janitor. I love him, and he's an amazing person. And
Listen,
so
they make it the whole day work. I'll tell you that right now.
And so I think the best thing I can say and describe is it has been such a warm environment here. You know, I feel very welcomed, and it's not a matter of that you're only here to educate yourself and that's it. Like, they genuinely care about what's going on in your life, and you know, how they can help better you as a person, not only as a student here. And so I think the biggest thing is just, you know, everyone having a heart ready to welcome people, and you know, that's what it's all about, and just, you know, being respectful and kind to each and every single person. So I think that's how I can best describe my experience here. It's just very friendly. It's a community, you know, and here it genuinely feels like family. You know, it doesn't feel so, you know, strict and formal. You know, you can be who you are here, and so it's what I enjoy the most.
Love it.
So you're going into welding,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So what have you heard about the Blue Oval and the opportunities that are there?
We actually went to a job fair over at Prickard Community Center one day, and I talked to the local 502, local 110, and everybody, all the unions and stuff. And the Blue Oval project is just a huge opportunity for welders and engineers and everything. A lot of the pathways here gives everybody an opportunity to pay a job as soon as they graduate, or as soon as they turn 18 in my case.
What about you, engineer?
I think the Blue Oval project is going to be really great for this community, not just economically, just for everybody. Just, I mean, it'll bring a lot more people in, and then it'll allow more jobs for our local community. And then obviously it might have some downsides, like our downtown Glendale. It'll be a little bigger. Some people don't like that, but
Right.
I think that E-Town will grow and be a lot bigger, be better.
Well, obviously this place is like a lot about opportunities and growth, and the Blue Oval plant just shows exactly like how we can transfer like the ideas and things that we do here straight to those. And I think it's just gonna like enhance our community as a whole. Like, I think E-Town, Elizabethtown, like is at a lull at some points. Like, we have the basic things. We don't have a lot of like, I don't know, like big businesses that we just have like what we need here. Right. But I think it's going to allow us to grow, not just economically, just like as a community, and really take pride in what the project is doing.
Kind of like what Catherine was saying, like socially and community-wise, I think it's going to grow bigger, and I think that's going to bring in more opportunity, like things to do, like activities, like more people, like you said, 5 times the amount of your city. Like, that is so many people. But that gives an opportunity for more connection and how they can, like, start families, you know, like grow as a community.
I know you all, this is probably the farthest thing from your mind, but one day I want you to remember that I told you this. But you, like, I cannot imagine how different your community is going to be by the time that you are, 5 years into your career, whatever it is. And one day you might have kids and they might, go to school here. And thinking about the opportunities that they will have, it'll be a different world in this county than what you have grown up around, which is just really, it's just amazing to think about. It really is. Like, just the opportunities. You'll say, I remember we were working on, inspections in the automotive department, and the engines are going to completely change, right? So, it just, those things are the things that blow my mind, and I always want to think about how we can stay ahead of that, because I don't want us to get to a situation where we're stagnant or content with where we are. I want to always make sure that, like, your kids have more opportunities than you do, and you had more opportunities than your parents did, right? but I love that I hear about opportunity and community and family. It's gotta make you happy, superintendent, as a part of your school, because it's just completely, the experience, I hope, has completely changed. And is more of a, more something that's tailored and suited to you than a one size fits all. And that's what I hear, and that's what I see here today. So that certainly is exciting to think about. Yeah, you guys have some bright futures, I'm telling you. Yes.
Going back on her point, Newtown's been the same forever. And in the next few years, hopefully something big's going to change. Maybe something new will come to E-Town now. Because we'll have a lot more people here.
You're gonna have a lot of something new. Yeah, it's gonna really, because that in itself is huge. But all of the connecting, businesses and ancillary parts of that work are going to continue to build up. So because we landed this here, AESC Envision is in Bowling Green now. They invested in a $2 billion electric vehicle plant. And then not too long ago, we had another company that's going to work on recycling electric vehicle batteries that committed to Kentucky. So all of those things, you guys are like the heart of that, right? You're going to see it in Bowling Green and Louisville, and all the areas around you are going to grow up too. But I'm just so grateful for your all's insight today. I say this all the time, that Kentucky, the future of our economy, is in our classrooms today. And so I always want to hear from you all about what you're experiencing, what you see, what you feel, because economic development is a big deal. A $5 billion investment is a big deal. 5,000 jobs is a big deal. But it's all for naught if we don't make sure that you guys are at the center of what we do. Because you all are going to hire me one day. Okay, I'm a pretty young lieutenant governor, I think. So, yeah. But thank you for your insight. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And it's very helpful to me and the governor. So when I go back to meet with him today, I'll say, I met with these students and here's what they told me. And you never know. Something great could come from that. So thank you. Yeah. You guys have any questions for me before I go?
I just have one thing to say. I also think our years, like our juniors and seniors, that once we get out of college, like a 4-year college, it'll be perfect timing for the new plant to open. And then everything else, yeah. So I just think as soon as we get out of college, we'll have so many more opportunities just because of the people that come.
You really will. That's right. You're like in the perfect space for that.
Ground floor.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any questions for me? We're getting ready to go.
Do you like being in the
No. I love it. I really do. It's not for everybody. But I love it because I get to do this, and so I give the governor credit. When he asked me to run with him, I said, this is back when I could call him Andy. I said, Andy, if you want a wallflower, I'm not your girl. And he said, to his credit, he said, if I wanted a wallflower, I wouldn't be talking to you. And so in my mind, I thought I could make a difference in the school I'm in, if you don't have a vision for me being a part of this administration. And he obviously did. But being able to get out and talk to every student and visit every school gives me such a better insight into what's going on, because you guys, I see every challenge we face through the lens of students, because you're living it right now. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity. It's not for everybody. Not everybody could do this. You got to be ready to go, but also your name is not top billing, so you just got to be in case something happens, you got to be on call. So I'm right here. It's like being an assistant principal, right?
I believe that's what I
Principal's not here today?
Lieutenant Governor do. I said, I like an assistant principal.
Principal's not here today? You're the man, right? See, he's the one with all the master keys. That's how it works. So, yeah, but thank you guys so much. It was great to talk with you. And thank you for joining us this morning and being here with us today. I appreciate it.
This is awesome.